What is going on, everybody? Michael back here at Starling Gaming. Thrilled to be back at that. It's only been 2 years since we last put any content out, but I'm excited to get back into it. I wanted to get behind the mic again for a long time and talk about some awesome things in the world of gaming and who else, what else with pop culture. You never know what we'll get into here. But we're excited to see what happens as we get back into the swing of things. And I wanted to start out here in 2026 talking about a game I just finished up, which is Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. I have never experienced this world, this cast of characters, the gameplay of Final Fantasy VII. I've never played the original, so I came into this green as grass, very open-minded into what I was going to experience. And for better or worse, I am excited to see what you all think. So let's get into it. First thing I want to start out with is around the battle system. I love what Square did here with the remake project. You get this really cool combination of hack and slash gameplay, kind of action RPG style, but a little bit of turn-based love. I love how if you need to go and change different commands, or if you want to use different abilities or spells, whatever it may be, you kind of get this sort of slow motion that takes place, and it allows you to kind of be a little bit strategic, planning out different moves and even different chains that you can do with your other party members. So especially in your tougher fights, just generally throughout the world, and then also especially with your boss battles, it makes it a lot more engaging. I didn't feel like a lot of action RPGs where you just feel like you're mashing the same button over and over and over. There's still some thought that you can kind of take and go into with each fight, and I thought it was wonderful. I think when you combine that with the materia system, which is sort of your means of helping your party members learn new skills and get stronger, I really loved that kind of combination between those two systems. It's not just your simple level 1 to 99 on your characters, even though you do still level up and that improves your base stats. It doesn't necessarily impact any of your abilities. And so I think Square knocked it out of the park there. Do I like a lot of different ways that they've done leveling up in the past? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to me, the sphere grid in Final Fantasy X is still one of my favorites out there of all time, just because it gave you such a unique way to be able to build your characters and your party up. But I think what they've done here in the remake on the gameplay side is tremendous. With that, kind of transitioning a bit to the world, Midgar I think is absolutely awesome. You kind of get this combination of sort of this modern futuristic city. You have cars, streets, all the things that we kind of are used to seeing in the real world that you don't always see in a JRPG. And so I think that's something where it's not this full-on medieval kind of fantasy style adventure that so many JRPGs are known for. I most recently also played Tales of Arise, and two totally different types of worlds here with these two games. Final Fantasy VII, though, while still being in a very modern environment, still kind of maintains a unique identity that I think just works really well. And when you combine that with the characters, it just feels like someplace you could literally jump through your screen and live. Like you could live in Midgar, you can live in one of the sectors, and it's really remarkable how they put that together in this remake package so far. I love the characters. I think the voice acting was top notch. Whether you look at any of the main characters such as Cloud and Tifa and Barret and Aerith and all of them, or even NPCs. Even NPCs weren't just lopped in there. Like some NPCs just feel like they're thrown into the game just because you needed something to fill in space in a world. A lot of the NPCs feel like they also are living, breathing characters within Midgar, and you feel like they're out there just living your life while you're trying to save the world effectively. And so big props to Square just on building something that is truly believable and just more lively. Now, as for just the graphical fidelity here, this is one of the most impressive games I've ever played. If I think of every single game possible that I've played in the last, say, 5 to 10 years, I don't know that I can name a game that I feel looks better than Final Fantasy VII Remake. The world has so much nuance and detail to it. Everything just feels like it's moving. It feels like it's alive. You go into different buildings, different areas of the world. The wall market especially, I think, is one of the coolest places to check out, just because it does seem kind of like you're, sort of almost downtown. I hate to use the word slum type area, but, it's maybe not where the most honest of people might be, and, kind of lingering about that. You've got a couple clubs, and you've got obviously the arena there. There's so much here that I think just gives different dynamics to each area that you go into, and just the unique use of lighting within the game's graphical engine. It's remarkable, and so big props to Square and what they've accomplished graphically, even down to all the characters, of course, too. I love how everybody was animated. The way that they're moving also appears very natural, very fluid. Nothing appears to be robotic or just, again, looking like another video game. But yeah, I mean, that just, honestly, just some brief thoughts there that I have on Final Fantasy VII. I'm not going to go into too much more detail outside of that. I think many of you all at this point in 2026, especially you vets that have played the original game or played Remake when it first came out several years ago, you know what the game's all about. But I wanted to give you all my perspective as somebody, again, Rena's grasp with Final Fantasy VII in particular. Definitely curious to see where this goes. And overall, I do plan on playing Rebirth. That's part 2 in the trilogy. That might be the next game that I play on my backlog at this point, because I was just so hooked and so hyped up for completing Final Fantasy VII Remake that I'm already thinking about, like, what comes next. Where do these characters go? What happens with Sephiroth? Is he still around? Which I think, obviously, yes, he is still around. I can't wait to see kind of how that all comes into fruition, and so kind of see where the story goes. But let me know what you all think down in the comments below. I would love to know if you've played Final Fantasy VII Remake, or if you played the original back in the 90s. I'd love to know your thoughts there and how it compares so far. If you haven't already, please give a thumbs up. That helps out the video and the channel tremendously. And if you haven't subscribed to Starling Gaming, please feel free to do so. I definitely hope to make many, many more videos for you all going forward this year, and hopefully into the future beyond. But thanks so much again for watching. Thanks for coming back to the channel, y'all. And we will see y'all soon in the next video. Take care.